Ready, start. The primary contention, which was canvassed on behalf of the appellant and writ petitioner, was that in so far as scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBC candidates are concerned, the prescriptions of a cutoff date for the production of caste certificates is wholly superfluous and of no significance whatsoever. Full stop. It was submitted that a caste certificate is essentially of a status already obtained and held by a candidate belonging to the aforementioned three categories. Full stop. It was sought to be contended that the caste certificate was not a document conferring a particular status. Full stop. Elaborating upon this submission, it was submitted that a candidate belonging to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, or for that matter, the OBC category acquires that status by virtue of belonging to a particular caste, category, or group. Full stop. The certificates, therefore, it was submitted, was in essence a or certification of an already existing status. Full stop. In this view, Learned Counsel submitted that even if the caste certificate was submitted after the last date prescribed in the advertisement, the same could not be refused. Full stop. It was further submitted that the prescriptions of a last day for submission of such a certificate clearly did not prescribe to any rational in as much as a holder of the said certificate belonged to that particular category even before the date prescribed in the advertisement and even thereafter. Full stop. It was then submitted that such a prescription being read into the provision of an advertisement or recruitment notice would not only be the rational and arbitrary but also violative of the constitutional guarantees unrestrained in Article 14, 15 and 16 of the Constitutions. Full stop. In so far as question number 3 is concerned, the issue itself came to be formulated in light of the submission advanced by Learned Counsel that there was no refugencies between the creamier standard stipulated by the state and the union's government. Full stop. It was sought to be the demonstrated before us that the benchmarks formulated by the union government were lower than those prescribed by the state and therefore, merely because the certificates produced were with reference to the appointment to post under the government of India, the same could not be discarded by the state respondents. Full stop. Para. The learned chief standing counsel appearing for the state drew our attention to the provision of the advertisement to contain that all the participating candidates had been put to adequate notice that a caste certificate was to be obtained and submitted in a prescribed format. Full stop. He further contended that the advertisement not just prescribed time limits within which a caste certificate on the prescribed format was to be submitted, but also stipulated the consequence of a certificate not being submitted within the time fixed thereunder. Full stop. He further sought to highlight the fact that for 1865 vacancies which came to be the advertised, the board received as many as 41,000 applications. Full stop. It was his submission that in the recruitment process as many as 391, 37 and 503 vacancies stood identified as being reserved for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBC candidate respectively. Full stop.